So we're going to take those light weights and we're going to go to a plie squat. That means we want to be nice and wide. We're going to have our toes pointed out to the side. So we're going to start with the arms straight. Anytime you need to modify, just bring those arms back and bend those elbows, okay? So weight is still at the heels. We're going to come down to plie squat. Arms come out. Crossing the arms. Just a crisscross with a plie squat. Nice and low. See if you can come even lower. Now we're going to add a small little pulse with that plie squat. Our weight is still in our heels. You should start feeling, working in those arms, shoulders, biceps. 8 more. 7. Light weights, but you feel them, aren't you? 5. 4. 3. 2, 1 more. Good. Just holding the weights here, coming up. Just bringing those shoulders back nice and tall. So we're going to come down, and now we're going to lift up one toe, one heel and then the other. So we're slightly shifting our weight from one side and then the other. One more time. Okay, now right here. Lift up both heels. Arms just come up to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3. Bring it down and up. Anybody else legs burning or just me from last night? Oh my, okay, we got one more. One more plie squat with rainbow arms. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to come down to that squat. And we're going to come all the way over with those weights. And then we're going to be on the floor for the rest of the class. So nice and low, wide squat, rainbow those arms, nice big overhead. Good. Try keeping those palms facing forward all the way as you turn around. Good. 8 more. Then we're done. See if you come even lower. You feel pressure on the knees, go even wider. 6, 5, 4, only 3 more, we can do it. 3, 2, 1 last time. Good. Slowly just putting those weights down. Just stepping back a little bit further away from those weights so we have room to walk out that plank. Shoulder roll, hip hinge, slowly rolling it down, bending the knees until you reach the floor. Then I want you to walk out into that plank. Walk it out. Good. We're going to start from the basic plank here. Hold, breathe. Now give me that pelvic tilt and pull that belly button into the spine. Have a nice strong core. Maybe that core work and not the lower back holding you up. So I want you to focus on your form, focus on your breathing. Okay, now we're going to bring that knee in. So we're holding that knee in, and now we're going to pull it up. It's like we're pulling our core into our spine. So we're going to drop that knee, pulling it up. Just release, pulling it up. So basically you're not using the leg to pull you up, it's the core. So your core is pulling up and automatically lifts that leg. 3, 2, 1 more time. Let's try the other side and we'll give the shoulders a bit of a break. Knee comes in. Use that core to lift up that knee. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Coming down on that knee. Turning it over. We're going to do a lot more plank, but not all back to back because your shoulders get too tired. Your form is going to be off. So today we're actually going to start in the hundreds. start with the basic, and then we're going to add on. Slowly make it a little more advanced. So both knees come up. Big inhale, exhale as you lift up those arms and reach. So making sure that belly button is pulled into the spine again, or you're going to feel like your lower back is pushing into the floor. The core is tight. There should be no arch in the back. So right now we're just starting here. Both knees bent, pulsing. Hundreds. So we're holding it here, and we're breathing. We're trying to bring the shoulders off the ground. The core is tight. All about focusing. You should not feel your lower back. You should feel your core working. If not, you want to reset. Breathe. So right now, we're still going to pulse with those arms. Our knees are going to stay bent. All we're going to do is tap down. And then tap that foot on the floor. First we do the right, and then we do the left. And we're going to keep pulsing with those arms at the same time, working those brain muscles, trying to coordinate it all. We're working on the legs down, arms, core is up, holding us, and still breathing. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Giving that a little break. The neck, both heels come on the floor, hip width apart. Now we're putting those elbows into the floor, digging them into the floor, activating those lats, stabilizing our spine. Now we're going to push through the heels, coming up and down. Single squeeze, hold, 2, and down. Up, 1, 2, and down. So we're going to go slow, holding it for 1 breath at the top, and release. Really squeezing those glutes every time you come to the top. Up, hold, and down. Really squeezing, pushing through the heels every time. We got 8 more of these basic ones, then we're back to the 100. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more, pushing through the heels, squeezing the glutes. Now we're going to hold it here. Squeeze those glutes a little bit harder. Come on, make sure you're squeezing equally with the right side as the left. See if you can notice, see if you can focus on it. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, slowly coming down. Both those knees come up again. Big inhale, exhale to come up, reaching with those arms, tightening the core so you're doing a pelvic tilt, pulling that belly up and down into the spine. Good. Little pulses again with those arms. So now, instead of bent knees, we're going to straighten out the legs. But if you need to, you can bend those knees like we did before. If not, you can straighten out the legs. It's still easier if your legs are higher. If you want to make it harder, you bring those legs lower, lower, still pulsing. And if you need to, you can have that head on the floor. You're still working. We got 8, and breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, breathing it in. Put those heels down on the floor again. We're just building one to the next, slowly advancing it. So this time we're going to cross over that leg, push through that one heel, squeeze it up and down. We've got singles right here. Still pushing through the heels, squeeze at the top, holding it for 2 seconds or 1 breath. And 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and we're going to hold it again. Up, hold, squeeze that glute. Now take that top leg and just pull the knee in. Hold it here. Still squeezing, don't let yourself drop. 4, 3, 2, slowly coming down. Switch sides. Other leg crosses over. Pushing through the heel. Squeezing that glute at the top. Focus on every rep. Breathe. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Up and hold. Squeeze. Take that top leg. Pull that knee in and hold. Make sure that glute that's working hard is still up. Don't drop it. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and slowly coming down. Rolling it all the way over into that plank position. So we're going to do one side first, and then we're going to do the other side. So that the shoulders are a little break in between if you need to. So we're in full plank position. So what we're going to do, if you need to modify, is this facing move that you've seen often, where you pull that knee in and kick it up. What we're actually going to do today is when you pull that knee in, our body weight's going to shift forward, and then we're going to come up nice and high. So we can shift our body weight forward and keep it up as high as we can. Okay? So bring it in and up. 9. Kick it up nice and high. 8. Shifting that weight forward and back. Don't forget to breathe. We got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Take it back. Take that pressure off the shoulders just for a bit. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Ooh, it's hot here today. Hope you want to fit it's up to you guys, not for me. It's surprising, you don't even have to do cardio, you start sweating. Okay, hands shoulder width apart again. Wow. Is leg right on you?
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah. You can push it away if you don't want it right on you. Yeah. Okay, right back into that plank position. You should remember which leg you just did. Try the other leg. So shifting it all the way forward as we pull that knee in, taking it up and as high as you can. 8, 7, slow and controlled, working on that stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, slowly bringing it back. Going on our back again. Not using the weights just yet, because we still have to keep adding on. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to grab a band. It can be a medium one, it can be a heavy one. We're just doing the basic with it, with the double foot bridge. So you just want to put it right above your knee. Heels still come close, hip width apart. Still pushing those elbows down into the floor. Activating the lats, stabilizing the spine. Core is still turned on. Okay, push it through the heels. Now we're going to stay at the top and pulse that band. Pulse that band apart. Pulse. Pulse. You're still squeezing the glutes, tabletop and the glute bridge. Now you're really firing up the glute meat on the side. Pulse. Pulse. Keep going, keep going. You want to start feeling it Want it to start burning a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We are not done. So instead of the pulsing, I want you to pull that back apart. Give me tension on it as you come down and as you come up. So don't release that tension. Coming down and squeezing the glutes on the way up. We got 8 right here. 7, then we'll take that back off for a bit. 6. Still try to squeeze those glutes at the top. 4, 3, 2, just one more. Up, slowly coming down and release that tension. Taking that band off. Just put it aside for now. Okay, both feet come up again. Hands are going to come straight up instead of forward like we had them before. So we're going to go straight up. You can drop one if you want. With that hand that is up, that arm is going to go back and the opposite leg is going to go forward with the dead bug. So first, inhale, give you that pelvic tilt. Pull that belly button down into the spine. You want to make sure that core is really turned on first. So we're not going to feel our lower back as we extend the leg. So extend and come as low as you can without arching your back. And extending that opposite arm. And either you can use that other arm to hold your head, or you can just keep your head up, or you can put it on the floor as well. The bottom core is working equally hard if your head is on the floor or not. Just going to feel the top a little bit more. But if you're starting to feel it in your neck, give that head a break. 6, 5. You should not feel the lower back. You can take a break, reset, making sure that core is turned on. 3, 2, just one more. Bring it in, pull those knees in, take a little break. One big deep breath. Knees back up, other arm comes up and extend. If you're feeling in your lower back, take a break. Pull that belly up and down, or push that low back into the floor. You should not feel an arch in your back. Or just don't bring that leg down as low if you feel in your back and you extend it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more. Good. We're going to go back to those one-legged. So now we're going to make it just a little bit harder. So instead of crossing that leg over, that leg is going to be up. So basically they're kicking the heel up into the ceiling, driving through that heel on the floor, squeezing that glute at the top. So driving through that heel on the floor, other legs coming up, kicking that heel up to the ceiling. Might be a smaller move, it should feel harder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, let's switch side. That leg comes down, other leg comes up, heel up to the ceiling, down, squeeze it up. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, just one more. Slowly coming down. Grabbing that plate. I gave you 2 options. You can do whichever one you want. So what we're basically going to do with it is the arms going to come straight overhead as we take off the leg. So you can choose the green, yellow one that's even lighter. Totally up to you, and making sure you still not feel it straightening in your lower back. Big inhale Exhale, feet come up, legs are up, arms should be extended. Is there no arch in your back? Always focus on the core and tighten the core before we do anything else. So we're going to extend one leg, but that way both arms come overhead. I'm going to try to keep those arms as straight as you can. Overhead, bring it down nice and low. You can again have your head on the floor if you want. 6. Always focus on keeping that core tight. 5. Warm over speed. 4. 3 more. 3. Other leg. 2. 1 more. Come on. Right leg, both arms. No left leg. Good. Holding that weight still up here. Bring those feet to butterfly position. So we can crunch it up. Crunch. Just pushing that weight up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Keep those feet in the butterfly position. Just putting them down on the floor. Okay, we're just going to have that weight up there just to keep our chest activated. So we're just going to hold it up there. It's a light weight, so it shouldn't bother me much. Coming up in that glute bridge position. Halfway and down. Halfway and up. Halfway, so it's like a half pulse. Half, squeeze it out. Working it glutes at a slightly different angle. Pulse. Pulse. Arms just stay straight up, still holding. You don't want to drop that weight. 7. Squeeze the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Really squeezing those glutes. Hold it up. Arms come down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's combine our glutes and arms. Down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. I'm just going to hold it. Then we're done. Squeeze the glutes. Hold and breathe. 4, 3, 2. Slowly coming down. Rolling over. We're going to go on to a side plank. Still have so much stuff to do. Okay, option is you can grab this weight, or now that we have these, it might actually feel more comfortable grabbing one of these for what we're doing. So you can't grab the plate. This is probably a little bit lighter, more comfortable to hold, but it's totally up to you. Whichever one you want to hold, we're going to try to straighten out the arm. If you need to, bend the arm to modify. So we're coming in that side plank first. Right here, arm comes up to the side, down to the front. So we don't want to overextend it when we get to the top. We just go up and down. Straight, back to 90. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. We're still going to stay inside plank here. We're going to take that bottom leg down. This arm comes overhead, and then we're going to pull it in. 7, 6, 5, and extend all the way. 4, 3, 2, just 1 more. Good, let's try the other side. We're just starting the basic plank first, right here. Arm comes out and just up straight. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got one more move to this side plank. Then we're going to change it up again. So bottom knee down, arm comes straight overhead, pulling it into the knee, and extend. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, just one more. Good, slowly coming down. We're going to go back on our back again. So like before, we really added that glute knee in with that band. This time we're going to add the adductor. So we're going to grab the block. Almost said brick. You wouldn't want to hold a brick there. The lighter brick. So put it right up on your knees. And I want you to squeeze at least 80%. So at least 80%. You're really using that adductor, squeezing. You don't want to just hold it there. We actually want to really squeeze that block together. Don't worry, if you break it, I've never seen that happen before, but okay, down again. First, pushing those elbows into the floor. Now give you that pelvic tilt, so making sure there's no arch in your back. So that core is always tight, even with this move. Pushing through the heels. We're going to go up and down. You're just squeezing the glutes at the top, but you're squeezing the block with the adductors going up and going down. The whole way you're pushing on that block as hard as you can. 6. You might even feel your adductors more than your glutes right here. And 4, 3, 2. Okay, last one, up and hold. Hold, now squeeze those glutes. Give me a little bit more pressure on that block right now. Really pushing it together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly coming down. You're still pushing on that block. You can release a little bit of the tension right here. We're still going to keep the block there though. So now we're going to bring those shoulders up and off the ground. Arms are going to come up and reach again. Give me more tension on that block as you lift those feet up off the floor. Give me at least 80% pressure. Hold it here. And we're going to go to the hundreds. So working our core, breathing, focus. Our adductors are firing up, trying to push that block as hard as we can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly put those feet down. Take that block out. You feeling your adductors? No? Otherwise, we can do it again. Okay. Bring both feet up. Just put that block to the side for now. Oh, that could be an idea. There's one we still have to do this. You gotta be surprised how much you'll feel your core if you do it right. Okay, both knees come up. Bring the shoulders up and off the ground. We're going to go to those bicycles or scissors, how we call them. It's a big inhale. Exhale, lift those shoulders off the ground. Core is tight again. We always focus on engaging that core, focusing on our spine first, nice and tall. Extending one leg and then the other. But we want to go slow and controlled. So extend that leg and slowly drop it down. As low as you can without arching your back. We've got 8 more right here, alternating. Really bring that shoulder up and off the ground as we rotate, trying to reach your elbow towards our knee. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, Good, just grab behind your legs, use it to roll yourself up. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more chest or upper body to this while we're strengthening our glutes at the same time and our lower back. So we've done this one before. So first, we're going to arch our back, we're going to round our back, and then we're going to find neutral. So we want to be nice and straight. We're going to extend one leg, squeezing that glute first as we lift it up. So I really want you to squeeze that glute. So now because of this position, we actually have to take our hands out a little bit further to the front because we're going to go into a push-up. But I want you to squeeze that glute the whole time. So we're going to come down and up. Squeezing the glute as we come out, down, and up. 3, 2, just one more. Holding it up, bring those hands back a little bit closer. A little pulse. Pulse with that heel. Squeezing that glute. 8, 7. You should not feel it in your lower back. You need to reset. Really let those glutes take over. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bringing it in. Making sure you're still neutral. Other leg comes out. Squeezing that glute. As we lift it up, squeezing. Bring those hands a little bit further out. And then we're going to come down with that push-up and back up. Squeezing the glutes. 4, 3, 2, just one more. And up. Hands a little bit closer. Adding a little bit of a pulse. Those glutes. Pick it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sitting it back just a little bit. Taking that pressure off. 3, 2. Good. Coming back up. Is your back still neutral? Do you feel like you're arched? If you feel like you're in an arch, then I want you to round your back. Just bring it to neutral. Another way that you can do if you feel like you're arching is pulling that tailbone in. Try like pelvic tilt. You feel your tailbone pulling in. Your low back is not going to arch anymore. You want to find that neutral. Okay. Extending that leg again. Squeezing that glute. Now we're going to come up and over. Down. And over, squeezing it at the top every time. Come down, squeeze, cross over, up and down. We got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Put that knee down. Are you still neutral or are you feeling in your back? Try to reset, making sure you're not arched. Other side, taking out, squeezing that glute. As you lift it up, you cross it over. Lift it up and cross it over. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, just last one. Good. Coming back on our back, we're going to ground this block. So I really want you to do what I'm going to tell you to. You're going to really feel that deep core if you do it right. Great way to fix the balances as well. So we're going to do that block. So we're going to have both knees up right here. Then we're going to put that block. You can put it here. You can put it here. What you can do is you can put your elbow there. I prefer putting my hand there, but it's totally up to you if you want to have it here or if you want to have the block with a shorter angle. So obviously here it's closer to you. Here you have to push harder, right? So big inhale, exhale. So what you're going to do is you're going to push hard. So see, normally when we do the deadlift, it's opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to do that yet. Now it's going to be the same arm, same leg, extending. But at the same time, I want you to push with your knee against the block, and you're going to resist with your hand against the block. So you're really engaging the side, and we're going to do the reverse version later as well. See which one you're going to feel more. So inhale, exhale, bring it in, really pushing on that block as you're doing it, and you're resisting with that knee. You put the head on the floor, you're still going to work just as hard. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more. Woo. Okay, try the other side. Other block, push, resist, extend the opposite side. And the floor if you want, extend, push a little bit harder against that block, and resist the 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Okay, before we do the switch over the opposite way, we're going to work on our glutes a little bit just to give our core a little bit more of a break. So what we're going to do now, we're going to push through the heels, coming up, squeezing into that glute bridge, squeezing. Now I want you to shift your weight all to that right side, folding you up. That other knee comes in and out. In and out. 6, pull it in all the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Taking that leg down, squeezing the glute, shifting all that weight to that side. Other knee comes in and extend. Pull it all the way as far as you can and extend. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Slowly coming down. Again, grabbing that block. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the opposite. So now that opposite hand towards the opposite leg is holding that block right here. Other leg comes up. So now we are going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. But at the same time, I want you to push as hard as you can against that block and resist as hard as you can. You should feel this one even more than the other one if you do it right. And extend, coming back. 7, 6, so we only do a few. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Taking that extended leg on the floor, head on the floor. Now push as hard as you can against that block and resist for 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Let's try the other side. Opposite arm over to the opposite leg. Inhale, pelvic tilt. As you come up with the other arm, now pushing and resisting against the block first, and now extend opposite leg. 7, 6, 5, slow and controlled. 4, you should really be feeling that core right now. 3, 2, 1 more. Put that extended leg on the floor. Push a little harder against that block. Resist. 3, 2, and done. You guys feel that one? All sorts of muscles have to work right there. Okay. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to roll over again to that plank position. Notice at the end it's usually easier. At the beginning, my shoulders are always more tired. Okay. You can go on elbow anytime you need to. Stay going on that plank right now. So now we're going to pull that leg in, knee in without shifting our weight. Instead of straight, we're going to cross it. So cross it, and just bring it as close as you can towards that opposite elbow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's try the other side. Then with the shoulder pass. Take some weight or shift the weight from shoulder to shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Full control. Shoulder taps. Yes, your weight is shifting from side to side, but try to see if your hips are not rotating, though when you shift side to side. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Coming down on our knees. Okay, we've done this one once before. Just this time we're going to grab either those 2 little weights or this little plate. It's called the surfboard, basically where the focus is going to strengthen your hip flexor. So the one thing you do not want to do is here. So what we are going to do, we're going to squeeze our glutes and we're just going to come back as far as we can. So you don't have to go really far. This is not something you don't do very often. You just go back to really get those quads working, trying to stabilize those hip flexors. Hold, and bring it back. And 4, 3, 2, 1 more. They're a lot harder than us, especially if you don't do them very often. Okay, go on our back. We're going to grab, you can either grab a little weight or a plate, it doesn't really matter for this one. We're just doing a 1-arm chest press while we're doing the 1-legged glute bridge with the opposite side. So we're doing the opposite side. So that means, my mic is in the way again. So that opposite leg is on the floor, the one that's pushing up. First, I like to make sure that core is tight. Squeeze that glute up, pushing the arm down and up. Do the chest press and the glute bridge with the opposite leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now to hold it at the top of the glutes, squeeze that glute, drop the arm, and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just 1 more. Slowly coming down, switch the weight to the other arm, cross over the other leg. Again, pelvic tilt, pushing through the heels, arm up and down. Chest and glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more. Holding it up, squeezing the glute. Drop the arm down and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, just one more, slowly dropping it down. Just putting that weight right inside you. Pull the knees come up. Big inhale, exhale is lifting it up. Hold, you're just going to reach. Set a tiny little crunch, the knees stay straight, the legs are not moving, upper body, reach. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, keeping the arms there, keep those feet down to the floor. Now we're going to reach side to side to our heels. We're going to try to reach to our heels. One side, then the other. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, just rolling it over one more time. And then the next time we're going to grab one of the little weights while we're on our back. So just basic plank position. So we're going to rotate over to one side, bringing it back to the center. So slow movement, bringing it back to the center. This time we're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, bring it back to the center for 4, 3, 2, and other side, up and hold, 4, 3, 2, back to the center. This time we're going to come down onto our elbows. So you can just stay here, you can shift side to side if that feels more comfortable, or you can take your hip and do a hip drop. One side, and then the other. If you don't like that one or you can't do it, rock side to side, or you just hold it. 2, 1, hold it right here. Now just stick your butt up, stretch it up a little bit, bring it back to neutral. Now you just shift your weight forward and back. 4, 3, 2, one more, holding it here, 8 more seconds. Then we're going to turn it over. 4, 3, 2, dropping it down. Back on our back. Okay, this time we're going to squeeze with that one leg in the bridge. We're going to squeeze it up. It's going to hold it there. Opposite, we're just going to stay up. Opposite leg is going to extend and come back. Opposite arm is going to do the same thing. So whichever leg is kicking out, that arm is going to come back, and then you're going to bring them both in at the same time. While you're holding the bridge to this side, your glutes are just too tired, you need to rest for this set. That is okay as well. Okay, again, pelvic tilt, a lot of times we want to start with the arch in our back, pushing up that heel, really squeezing the glute. Opposite arm, opposite leg is up, and extend both, and pull them in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Bring it in, slowly coming down, switch sides. Get that weight into the other arm. Pushing through the heels, squeezing the glutes, lifting it up, extend, and come back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more. Good, coming down, putting that weight down, starting with our stretch. Sure, we're going to extend that one leg. Now try to point that toe down and heel up, bringing it in. Grab as high as you can on your leg, keeping that leg straight and pulling it in. If it feels extremely tight, then do a little bit of a pulse, a dynamic stretch, instead of a static stretch. So while we're here, while we're holding it, we're going to point the toe and bring it back down. Point the toe, bring it back down. Point up, point it down. 4 more. Pulling that leg a little bit more with that stretch. 1 more. And now take that leg, cross it over, grab right through, pulling it in, hold, and breathe. Now we're going to take that top foot there, just do some nice angles, circle it one way, and now circle it the other way. Take one deep breath and try to deepen that stretch just a bit. One more deep breath. And release. Take that leg down, take the other leg up. Point that toe in as you breathe, nice pulling it in, stretching that hamstring. Now point that toe up and down, toe up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and take it over, cross it over, grab through, holding it in, really feeling a nice deep glute stretch, and circling that ankle one way, the top foot, and circling it the other way. Now just take a deep breath and try to deepen that stretch, pull in just a bit more. 1 more deep breath. And slowly coming up to a seated position. Focus on stretching that low back a little bit. Especially if you don't always have that core tight, a low back wants to be sometimes. So get a little bit forward, so we're going to cross that leg, loosen this one up to the side, take this arm up and over, feeling the stretch in the oblique first, and then I want you to rotate back, grab wherever you can, on your leg, on your calf, and pull yourself down. Just to really deepen that stretch, the low back. Take 2 more big deep breaths here. And slowly coming back. Okay. You're going to notice too the stretch like this, the leg wants to come really high, the outside of your neck still really tight. You can stretch that as well. You're going to take that arm up and over, stretching the obliques. And then if you need a big stretch, if you want to stay here a little bit longer, that's fine. If not, you just rotate towards the back. Grab wherever you can on your leg, support yourself down, really deep in that stretch. Have a nice stretch in your lower back. All the way where it attaches to your rib cage. Hold. Take a few slow, deep breaths. breath. And slowly release. Stay both feet. You can also do this one, prefer this one, but I don't feel the stretch as much. I feel it more just at the top. This one I feel actually from your adductors all the way where it attaches to your knee. Just go as wide as you can, loosening up your hips first. Making sure your spine is nice and tall. You don't want to round as we go forward. Just come forward as far as you can, keeping that spine tall, putting your hands on the floor. Now just reaching out with the hands. So you're not just putting the hands down, you're actually trying to reach. The more you try to reach with those arms, the deeper of the stretch you should feel. You can either stay here, or you can bend your elbows, hold and breathe. From here, we're just going to stay nice and low, but we're going to shift all the way over to one side. And center all the way over to the other side. Still feeling the adductor, but I also can feel the lower back when you go to the side. Hold 2 more big deep breaths. And back to the center one more time. 1 big deep breath here. Slowly coming out of it. Do you guys want to stretch the outside of your head laying down or the standing one? What would you prefer? Actually, what I like about the laying down one, I really feel my low back as well with that one. That's why I really like it. So, what you do, probably done it before. You're going to be here. You're going to take this leg is just going to hook over that knee. And just going to pull it over, but your shoulders are going to see on the floor. So you're going to hook over. And you're just going to pull it across as far as you feel comfortably, keeping both the shoulders on the ground. You're going to probably notice that one shoulder is lifting up a bit. That is okay. Just keep both hands on the floor. Just using that heel to pull that knee down. Hold and breathe. Outside of the head, all the way into that lower back. One more deep breath. And slowly coming back. Crossing the other leg, slightly crossing it over just enough to pull your knee across and hold. One side you might feel more back stretch, the other side you might feel more outside of your glute stretch. Depending where you're tight, hold, and breathe. One last deep breath.